How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
CSK, when you look at the teams around the tournament, teams that can blow you away in the power play, and I don't feel like CSK have got that ability with what they went into the auction buying. I mean, they've got Ratchin, Dev Conway, Ruturaj Gaikwad. That would have been penciled in as two of their top three from the very start, and they're not the type that play a high-risk game. They're more consistent type players, so maybe they just need one or two personnel changes that then unlocks a huge amount of potential.
I think both teams have similar but different problems. With SRH, it's a more problem of they don't have anybody who can consolidate the innings in the top 4 or 5, except Klaasen, obviously, who's a really good world-class batsman. Let's leave him out of this conversation. But otherwise, there's just nobody who can come and consolidate, absorb the pressure, play good cricketing shots, and still get runs, and then explode towards the end. And CSK have a different problem, but again, similar, that they don't have anybody who they can infuse in that top 4 or 5 who can go absolutely ballistic.
Well, they've got Brevis now into the squad.
They have Brevis now, but I mean, throughout the tournament, they've just not had that one person who can just come in and change the scoring rate immediately.
Is that one person also, I mean, is that a viable option of someone who can be season changing or turnaround-ish like a Travis Head was for them? Brevis is still young and his IPL body of work is still questionable.
Yeah, it can be, because it just, like Varun said at the start, it can just take one game to get momentum and confidence into a group, and belief is a huge thing in T20 cricket. Obviously, you're starting over and you're playing on a different wicket and different conditions every single game. But what it does is you walk a little bit taller when you go out onto the field. You've got some guys there who have done it at international level and IPL level when the chips are down as well. So, yeah, maybe it's just an injection of something into the side that can turn the tables.
I mean, if you made this point before on our show, that the mega auction this year in particular saw really the very best get into it. And now with the new rules, players that didn't sign up there can't sign up for the small auction and all those things. It's also questionable what kind of quality will come into the small auction. How much can you really add reinforcements?
Yeah, but there's always somebody, and sometimes it comes from unexpected sources. For example, one of the players CSK signed in 23 was Rahane, which was under the radar, but then he had a massive impact. So there's always players like that who you maybe don't expect to go for big money, or you're not looking at as a marquee player, but they can just kind of change a little bit in a team, and then everybody else performs better, and then it changes the dynamic.
Coming back to the point you were making, the CSK were 8th and then they won the league the next year. The T20, the game has changed completely in the last 2 years, right?
Yeah.
So that funda of old is gold can't really work in today's game. You need youth who can absolutely go in there, play fearlessly, and get those runs up top, because otherwise you're always behind the 8th ball.